All right, guys. Today is a coffee roasting day. I roast once a week, and I have a lot to do today. I have about 25 pounds to roast, so I wanted to take you guys through a little bit of my day when I have to roast, some of the preparation and the roasting process, and some of my thoughts throughout the day. So let's go. All right, I just filmed and recorded a podcast. I do a weekly podcast where I talk about the business and just thoughts I'm having, how things are going, what we're working on. Trying to do it every week just to kind of get that muscle going, and maybe some people might enjoy it. But I'm about to go over. I'm gonna eat some lunch, and then I'm gonna go over to the kitchen to roast my coffee. I have some of my equipment here. I have about 25 bags here. I also need to do a bunch of cold brew. I have this barrel, this little barrel someone bought or gave to me, that I'm going to. I already have some coffee beans in here. It's like a used bourbon / whiskey barrel. I might keep the beans in there for another week or so, but that'll be like a bourbon barrel aged coffee. I'm gonna see how that turns out. If it turns out well, I'm gonna do more of that. Get a bigger barrel and figure out some way to make that more widely available. But I gotta just eat lunch and then I'm gonna load up the car and we're going to roast a bunch of coffee. I'll show you guys the setup when we get there. So here's what I'm looking at right now. Sorry if it's a little loud. There's a couple different things going on. I got my roaster here. I can roast 2.5 pounds at a time every 15 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes. So about 10 pounds an hour. It's not a ton, but it's enough to keep me going. I got all my stuff laid out here. A lot of bags this week for me, so it's exciting. I have a couple samples here, some new varieties. That's really exciting. My beans here. But that's what I'm working with. I got my roasting software here. Got the roaster going, and I'm just going to be here for the next 4 hours, roasting a bunch of coffee, grinding some coffee for some cold brew for the farmers market. Sorry, I forgot to film the setup part. I got distracted, but this is basically what I'm doing for the next 4 hours. Some closing thoughts as I try to finish this video. I was just kind of reflecting. I go on a walk every day. Good for my lower back, good for settling my mind down, good to look at some trees rather than a computer screen or the walls. But I was thinking about just how much work this has been lately, and how much I'm trying to do and how much I kind of have to do, and all the different things you have to focus on and keep track of and stay on top of while running a business, kind of starting a business and keeping it operating when you're doing it by yourself. And you're trying to get new customers, you're trying to get new sales, you're trying to put yourself out there, and
all the logistical stuff and all the stuff behind the scenes. Just how much work it can be and how overwhelming it can be and frustrating it can be. But also how rewarding, fulfilling, exciting it can be. And I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could put myself through all the ups and downs of it if I didn't love, like really love the thing that I was doing. Like in my case, roasting coffee beans, trying to build a brand around that, and being proud of my product. The whole process at its core is something I love, and I think that's the only reason I can keep going. I think I always knew that I wanted to and I needed to start a business, but until I found this, wasn't really sure what it was going to be. But I could have picked anything. Probably would have failed at anything else because I didn't love it. I don't know if I'd be able to push myself through all the just tedious, hard, all the doubt, all the negative stuff that comes with it. I don't know if I'd be able to do it if it were any other business, because I wouldn't love it. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that can do that. You'll just show up even if you don't like it. You'll just show up because you want to make the money, and it's a good business model, and there's a lot of potential. I'm not so much like that. I can't wake up every day and do something that I'm not proud of or that I can't attach myself to. And another idea I've been more into lately is the idea of kind of treating life like it's an adventure. I've just been hearing this idea more and just throwing yourself at things that you are passionate about or you love or you feel like it's the right thing to do, even if it gets you in trouble or if it maybe puts you, a few steps back than you were before, or just going out and living, trying things, taking risks, things that you want to do, kind of just treating life like it's an adventure. It's not fun to play it safe all the time, and to sit back and just think about things and ponder and, never act on anything because you're too scared, or you're too worried, or it might not work out. A lot of times things won't work out, but that's the point. It's just trying. It's just trying and feeling like you're doing the right thing, trying to do the right thing for yourself and for other people. It's like, the adventure of life idea, which has been pretty appealing to me lately. So I think that's it for the day. Roasted a ton of coffee. Got a whole bunch of stuff I need to work on. But that's how it is. Another day in the trying to grow a business. So see you guys.